Have you ever needed a document notarized on a Saturday or Sunday, only to realize that your bank may be closed, the local office is unavailable, or the store notary is not working that day? For many people, this happens at the worst possible time. Maybe you need a travel consent form before Monday. Maybe you need an affidavit completed before a deadline. Or maybe you simply do not want to wait until the next business day. In this video, we will explain what a weekend online notary is, when it can help, what you need to prepare, and why an online option may be faster and more convenient than searching for an open branch. At Notary 20, eligible documents can be notarized online for a flat $20 per document. Let's start with a quick answer. A weekend online notary means using a remote online notarization service when you need help on Saturday or Sunday. In the United States, notaries are not all closed by law on weekends. But in real life, many common places people think of first, such as banks, local offices, or some store locations, may not have a notary available during weekend hours. That is why online notarization can be a practical option. Instead of waiting until Monday, calling multiple branches, or driving around town, you may be able to complete the notarization remotely from home. The important point is this: weekend availability is only one part of the answer. You also need to make sure your document and the receiving party accept remote online notarization. If they do, online notarization is often the most practical starting point for weekend urgency. When people search for weekend online notary, they are usually not asking a complicated legal question. They are asking a very practical question. Can I get this notarized today? Can I get it done on Saturday? Can I get it done on Sunday? Is there a bank or UPS location with a notary available this weekend? And most importantly, can I avoid driving around and just complete the process from home? This keyword has strong urgency behind it. The user is often trying to solve a problem before the next business day. That is why the message should be simple. Weekend online notary service is useful when timing matters, when branch availability is uncertain, and when the customer wants a faster remote option. For Notary 20, the key selling points are clear: remote service, simple process, flat $20 pricing, and a faster path to a notarized PDF when the document is eligible. The basic process is simple. First, you upload or send your document in a digital format. Before the session begins, the notary reviews the document, confirms what type of notarization is needed, and checks that the signer information is ready. Second, you join a live online session. Remote online notarization is not just uploading a document and waiting. The signer appears before the notary through real-time audio-video technology. During this step, the notary verifies the signer's identity, usually with government-issued photo ID and the required identity check process. Third, you sign and receive the completed file. Once the document is properly signed and notarized, the notarized electronic file can be returned to you, often as a PDF. For weekend users, this workflow is valuable because it reduces the need to find an open office, schedule a branch appointment, or wait until Monday. Weekend online notarization is most useful when the timing is urgent but the document is eligible for remote notarization. For example, it may help with last-minute travel consent forms, school permission forms, affidavits, declarations, personal statements, or documents needed before Monday. It can also be helpful for people who work during normal weekday hours and simply cannot visit a bank or office during the week. It is also useful for people in different time zones, including overseas signers who need access to a U.S.-style notary process. But before you start, you should verify the requirements. Some documents may require wet ink signatures. Some receiving parties may have their own rules. Some documents may need witnesses, apostille follow-up, recording, or original paper delivery. So the best rule is this: use weekend online notarization when the receiving party accepts a remote, notarized electronic file. That is when the convenience becomes truly valuable. To make the weekend session smoother, prepare everything before you start. You need a valid government-issued photo ID. You need the document in a clear digital format, such as a PDF. You need a phone or computer with a working camera and microphone. You also need stable internet access and access to your email. Make sure your name is written consistently across your document and your ID. A small difference in name spelling can slow down the process. You should also choose a quiet place for the live session. The notary needs to clearly see you, hear you, and confirm your identity. One important reminder: do not sign too early unless the notary or platform specifically tells you to. For many notarizations, the signature must happen during the notarial process or be properly acknowledged during the session. Following instructions carefully can save time and prevent rejection. Now, let's compare weekend online notary service with a traditional branch or store notary. A branch notary depends on the branch schedule. If the bank is closed or if the notary is not working that day, you may not be able to get help. A store location may be open, but that does not always mean a notary is available at that exact time. You may need to call ahead, drive there, and still wait. With weekend online notarization, the advantage is convenience. The process is remote. You do not need to travel. You do not need to search for parking. And if your document is eligible, you may be able to complete the process from home. Another important difference is the output. A traditional branch process is often paper first. Online notarization can offer a faster path to a notarized PDF. For users who need something completed on Saturday or Sunday, predictability matters. That is why online notarization can be the better starting point when remote notarization is accepted. Weekend online notarization is useful, but it is not a perfect fit for every situation. Some documents still need in-person notarization. Some agencies, courts, counties, schools, banks, or receiving parties may have their own acceptance rules. Some documents may require witnesses. Some may require paper originals. Some may need recording or apostille steps after notarization. That is why the key question is not only, can I get this notarized on the weekend? The better question is, will my recipient accept this notarized format? If the answer is yes, online notarization can be fast and convenient. If the answer is no, you may need to follow the specific instructions from the receiving party. A good online notary process is fast only when the document requirements are clear from the beginning. So, which option should you choose? Choose weekend online notary service if you need Saturday or Sunday availability. Want to complete the process from home, prefer a simple flat price, and need a faster path to a notarized PDF. Choose a weekday branch notary if your document must be handled in person, requires wet ink, needs witnesses, or must follow special rules from the receiving party. The smartest approach is simple. Start with the acceptance rules, then choose the fastest valid path. If your document is eligible for remote online notarization, Notary 20 can help you complete the process online for a flat $20 per document. You do not have to wait until Monday just because it is the weekend. Prepare your ID, prepare your document, confirm your recipient accepts online notarization, and complete the process from home. Thanks for watching. For more information, visit notary20.com and start your online notary request today.